Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America. Stop throwing away old pennies. This one could make you a fortune. Top 1. Hey there, coin collectors and curious minds. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the most fascinating and valuable insights into the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic and often overlooked coins in the United States. Yes, we're talking about the American penny of the year 2000. But not just any regular penny. We're focusing on a rare and highly sought-after variety that might just be hiding in your change jar, your piggy bank, or even in your drawers, waiting to make you a fortune. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? Well, don't let the lowly price of a penny fool you, because if you've got one of these special pennies from the 2000 proof set, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why this little piece of copper and zinc could end up being worth anywhere from $$2,700 to a jaw-dropping $43,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. Up to $43,000. So sit tight, and let's uncover the hidden treasures lurking in your pockets or coin collection. Coins history. First, let's talk about the history behind the 2000 penny. The year 2000 was a significant milestone in U.S. history because it marked the beginning of the new millennium. And what better way to commemorate this momentous occasion than with a coin that would go unnoticed by most, but eventually become a rare gem in the world of collectors? The 2000 penny was struck as part of the annual proof set issued by the U.S. Mint. Proof coins are special coins made with a higher standard of quality. They are struck multiple times with specially polished dies, which results in an exceptionally sharp and shiny finish. This is what makes proof coins stand out. They have a mirror-like quality that is impossible to ignore when you see them in person. What makes the 2000 penny so special? Now you may be wondering, what makes this specific penny so valuable? Why does it sell for such high prices on the market? Well, it all boils down to a few critical factors: rarity, condition, and a special feature that only certain 2000 pennies possess, an elusive error or minting anomaly. The penny we're talking about is the one that comes from the 2000 proof set, which is already a pretty special set on its own. These sets are generally sold in limited quantities and were meant for collectors rather than everyday use, which means that not everyone has access to them. But here's where it gets interesting. The 2000 penny has an incredibly rare variety that can command sky-high prices at auction. What exactly is this special feature? It's a die variety error or a doubled die. This means that during the minting process, the die used to stamp the coin was slightly misaligned, causing a doubled image on some of the details, like the date or the lettering. Let's get to the most exciting part. How much is it worth? Now, this is where things get juicy. If you happen to have a 2000 penny from the proof set that's in perfect condition, we're talking about flawless, shiny, mirror-like finishes, then you could be holding on to something worth anywhere from $2,700 to $43,000. That's not a typo. How does this happen? The market for rare coins can sometimes be unpredictable, but there are certain conditions that dramatically affect the value of a coin. The key factors in determining the price include the rarity of the coin, its condition, and the demand among collectors. A perfectly graded 2000 penny with the double die error could set you back around $2,700. But if you happen to come across a near mint penny, well, congratulations, that could easily be worth $43,000 or even more. Yep, you read that right. $43,000 . Imagine having a single penny that's worth the price of a car, a vacation, or maybe even a house. That's the kind of potential we're dealing with here. So, how can you tell if your 2000 penny is one of the special ones? Here's a quick checklist for you. Look at the shine. Proof coins are meant to have a highly reflective surface, so if yours has that mirror-like finish, you're already on the right track. Check for the double die error ***. The most sought-after 2000 pennies have a double die error, especially noticeable on the date. Look closely at the year 2000. Is it slightly doubled? If so, you might be in luck. Look for the signature characteristics of proof coins ***. Proof coins have a smooth, high-gloss appearance with intricate details, so inspect the coin under bright light. If you see sharp, well-defined lines, you're likely looking at a genuine proof coin. A high-grade coin is a must if you want top dollar. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your coin is graded MS68 or higher, it's worth a lot more. If you're unsure about your penny, take it to a reputable numismatist or coin dealer to get it authenticated and graded. They can help determine if your penny is worth thousands or just a few cents. If you've got one of these rare 2000 pennies and are looking to sell it, there are several places where you can find potential buyers. Online platforms like eBay and heritage auctions are great places to start. But before you do, make sure you've gotten your coin professionally graded by an official service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A certified coin will fetch a much higher price than an ungraded one. So, next time you're sifting through your change, don't dismiss that 2000 penny. It could very well be worth a fortune. Whether you've inherited a coin collection, or you're just a casual collector yourself, it's worth taking the time to inspect these coins. The American penny of 2000, especially the proof set with that coveted double die error, might just be the golden ticket you've been waiting for. Who knows? That seemingly ordinary penny could be the key to unlocking thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Keep an eye out, and happy hunting! You could very well have a small fortune hiding in your change jar. If you've got a rare coin, or if you want to learn more about collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know if you've ever found a coin that made you rich, or if you think you have one of these rare 2000 pennies in your collection. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 2. You look at those little pennies forever. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, how much could it really be worth? Well, let me blow your mind. Today, we're talking about the 1996 American penny, specifically, the one from the proof set. You know, the kind that's meant for collectors, not for circulation. If you've got one of these tucked away somewhere, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Seriously, anywhere between \$$$$$2,700 to \$$$$43,000. That's not a typo, my friends. \$$ up to \$$43,000. And I'm not just talking about any random 1996 penny. No, I'm talking about the rare, ultra-valuable, special edition pennies from the proof set. These are the real deal. If you've got one, the value could be sky high, and if you don't know what you have, it might be time to take a closer look. So, get comfortable, because we're about to uncover a hidden treasure that you might be holding in your hand right now. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 penny was part of the regular yearly mintage from the US Mint, but what sets it apart in this case is the proof set. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, a proof set is a specially crafted coin collection made for collectors. These coins are not just randomly struck, they're meticulously created under controlled conditions to ensure a high level of detail and finish. The result? A shiny, flawless coin that's virtually perfect in every way. But here's the kicker: the 1996 proof penny has something that most pennies don't. It has rarity on its side. In the world of numismatics, rarity equals value, and this coin's value can escalate quickly, depending on the condition and the specific characteristics of the coin you have. If you've ever come across one of these pennies, you might have noticed how they shine in the light, almost like a mirror. That's because proof coins are made with highly polished dies and multiple strikes, giving them that distinct, almost reflective quality. So, how much could one of these pennies be worth, you ask? Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny's a penny, right? Well, not when it's a proof coin from 1996. A flawless, high-quality example of this coin could easily fetch $2,700 or more. That's right, just one penny, worth $2,700. But hold on. Let's take this even further. Let's say you have a near-perfect 1996 proof penny, something so pristine, it's graded MS68 or higher by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. In that case, the value could soar even higher, all the way to an astounding $43,000. That's right. $43,000. For a coin that many would dismiss as just a piece of copper. This is where the magic of rarity and condition comes into play. You might be asking, why such a big range in price? Well, let me explain. The value of a coin is determined by a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. The higher the grade and the more unique the coin is, the more collectors are willing to pay for it. The 1996 proof penny with a double die error or an incredibly high grade can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, while one in less than perfect condition will still hold value, but not as much. So how do you know if your 1996 penny is one of the special ones that can bring in this kind of money? Let's break it down. First, check the shine. The proof set coins are specifically designed to be more reflective, so if your penny looks like it just came out of a mirror, that's a good sign. Next, look for any errors or anomalies. Some of these coins are known to have double die errors or misprints that can drastically increase the value. You want to look carefully at the date and lettering for any signs of doubling. If you spot a doubled or shifted image, that could mean your penny is worth far more than its face value. Next, consider the condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A coin in near-perfect condition, we're talking MS67, MS68, or higher, could send the price through the roof. It's important to get your penny professionally graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC, because a proper grading will give you an official value, and buyers tend to trust graded coins far more than ungraded ones. Now, let's talk about where to sell your coin. If you've got one of these rare, valuable 1996 proof pennies, you'll want to sell it through reputable outlets where collectors are actively hunting for treasures like yours. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, or Great Collections are perfect platforms for selling rare coins. But before you put your coin up for auction, make sure it's professionally graded. A certified coin will get a much higher price than one that hasn't been graded. Now that you know just how valuable a 1996 penny from the proof set can be, it's time to go check your collection. Imagine finding one of these coins tucked away in a drawer or hidden at the bottom of a coin jar. You could be holding a coin worth $2,700 or, if it's in perfect condition, even as much as $43,000. But here's the thing, it's not just about the money. Coin collecting is a thrilling pursuit, and if you happen to discover one of these rare, high-value pennies, you're not just making a profit, you're becoming part of a global community of passionate numismatists who appreciate the beauty, history, and rarity of coins. So, don't underestimate that little penny you have lying around. It could be worth a whole lot more than you think, and all it takes is a little investigation and a keen eye for detail. Keep searching, keep hunting, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find yourself holding a small fortune in your hands, one 1996 penny at a time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos about rare coins and the fascinating world of numismatics. If you've found any rare coins or if you have a 1996 proof penny that you think could be valuable, drop a comment below. Top 3. If you've ever thought that a penny is just a penny, then think again. What if I told you that one small, seemingly insignificant penny could be worth as much as $2,700 or even $39,000? That's right, today, we're diving into the world of the 2014 American penny from the proof set, and let me tell you, it might just be hiding in plain sight, waiting to make you a fortune. Now, before you dismiss this as another video about just another penny, hear me out. The 2014 penny from the proof set isn't just any ordinary coin. This is a special edition coin made by the US Mint, and it has some serious potential value that can surprise even the most seasoned collectors. This is a rare opportunity for you to learn about a penny that's not just worth a cent, but could be worth thousands of dollars. That's why this video is one of the most searched topics in the United States right now, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you should be paying attention to that 2014 penny you might have sitting in your collection. Let's break it down. The 2014 penny was part of the standard yearly mintage, yes, but what makes this coin special is the fact that it was issued as part of a proof set. These sets are not for circulation. They are specifically produced for collectors and are of superior quality, designed to be flawless and detailed with a sharp, mirror-like finish. Proof coins are created under unique conditions, and that's what separates them from regular pennies that you find in your pocket change. They are usually struck multiple times with polished dies to achieve that high level of perfection that we all look for in a collector's item. So, why does this 2014 penny stand out in the world of coin collecting? The rarity of proof coins is a huge factor, but it's also about the condition and demand. A perfect condition 2014 penny from the proof set could be worth anywhere from $2,700 to $39,000 depending on a few factors. I know, that's a huge range, but let me tell you why it's so valuable. First of all, a well-preserved, high-quality 2014 penny can command a premium price simply because proof sets aren't meant for everyday circulation. Not everyone has one, and not everyone has the expertise to spot these rare, valuable coins. Now, you might be thinking, why such a massive price range? Well, that depends on a few things: the condition of the coin, whether it has any errors or flaws, and how highly graded it is. Let me explain. When it comes to coins, grading is a huge deal. Coins are rated on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being considered perfect. A proof coin from the 2014 set that is graded PR 70, which stands for perfect proof, could easily be worth thousands of dollars, even getting closer to that $39,000 mark. But even if your penny isn't perfect, it can still fetch a decent sum, somewhere between $2,700 and the higher end, depending on its quality. In fact, some of these coins are so rare and so valuable that collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. The 2014 proof penny is a collector's dream for a couple of reasons. First, it was part of a limited edition proof set, and second, because many collectors are focused on acquiring coins that were made during key years. The 2014 penny isn't just a random coin. It's part of the modern era and therefore holds a place in the broader history of US currency. Here's where it gets really interesting. If you've got a 2014 penny that has any sort of mint error, whether it's a doubled die or a struck-through error, you might have an even rarer and more valuable penny on your hands. Errors can significantly increase the value of a coin because they're much more difficult to find. For example, if your penny has doubled lettering or if it was struck with an improper die, the rarity and uniqueness will skyrocket its value. So, how do you know if your penny is one of these highly sought-after coins? The key is to look closely. Examine the date, lettering, and details of the coin. Are the letters doubled? Is there any sort of distortion in the design? These are the signs of errors that can lead to big money down the line. Of course, the condition of the coin is just as important. The shinier, sharper, and cleaner the coin looks, the higher its market price. If you're lucky enough to have a 2014 proof penny with one of these rare errors, or simply in perfect condition, it's time to get that coin professionally graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are trusted and respected within the numismatic community. Grading is crucial because it officially determines the quality and value of your coin, which can make all the difference in how much it sells for. Let's talk about where you can sell it once you've confirmed that you have a valuable 2014 penny. There are plenty of places you can sell your coins, but the most reliable outlets are online auction sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or even specific coin marketplaces. When you're ready to sell, don't forget that coins with professional grades often attract higher bids, so be sure to get your penny graded and listed with all the right information. Buyers will be much more likely to trust a graded coin than an ungraded one, and that could make a huge difference in how much money you make. So, the next time you see a 2014 penny, whether it's sitting in your coin jar or in your collection, take a closer look. What seems like just another penny could actually be worth thousands, and with a little bit of knowledge and some careful inspection, you might just find yourself holding on to a small fortune. Imagine that, A penny that could potentially bring in $2,700, or even a mind-blowing $39,000. That's what you're dealing with here. The value of a 2014 penny from the proof set is not something to overlook. Whether it's the rarity, the condition, or the demand, this little coin could be the hidden treasure you've been waiting for. So, check your collection, and who knows? You might just find that next big thing. And if you do, be sure to get it graded, do your research, and sell it through the right channels to make the most out of your valuable find.